Hey guys, this is Shirley from Step by Step Blogger. We're going to be discussing how I use Trello for blogging. Now, what is Trello? Trello is a project management system that utilizes boards and cards to display projects visually. When you're creating a Trello account, you go to Trello.com, you're going to hit on the sign up button, and then it's going to take you to here. You're going to put in your name, super easy. And you're going to create a password. Now, for the time being, I'm not going to go ahead and confirm my email, but when you do get into Trello, go ahead and do so. With Trello, you're going to have personal boards, and so a personal board that I use very, very often is I always start with my to-do list. And that's kind of the first board I always use, and it's just, to do, done, and then I do at in progress. That just helps me throughout the day. I change my background color. I like using flat lace for backgrounds. It just makes my life a little bit easier. And by a little bit easier, I mean a little bit nicer. Some people do like using colors. Sometimes they'll say when they have a lot of projects going on, they'll have maybe a gray for the project that is not started, a green for a project that is started, a red for a project that needs help or it's done. So you can always use color to kind of coordinate the projects and where you're at in the progress for them. But like I said, I just kind of use to-do lists. So I'm going to go back to the Trello board. And I like to personally create new teams for different things that happen with my blog. So for example, the blog overall, that's a team. Inbound marketing, maybe services for clients. Those are 3 different teams. And the reason is I like to add people to my teams depending on, what those virtual assistants or whoever's helping me out with that particular project. I like to add them to a team. They don't necessarily have to see my entire organization. Additionally, it just makes it easier for me to compartmentalize the different departments. So I'm going to create a new team. I'm going to say blog here. And when you have a team, you have a personal team dashboard. So like I said, your team would only be able to see this team dashboard, not the entire Trello. One of the biggest boards when it comes to my blog is going to be my editorial calendar, of course. And so again, I'm going to go ahead and just change the background color for this one to another pretty flat lay. And you have Unsplash here, so you have plenty of choices of what you want to do here. Sure, I like that. And so with my editorial calendar, something that I like to do is have different columns, so different lists for everything, right? I'm going to do write. I'm going to do edit. I'm going to go into design. And then I'm going to go into publish and promote and done. And the reason is I like to see where everything is. I also like to use templates for everything. So with the template, I'm going to organize here what I want to do into different checklists. So for example, with this template, I'm going to say, write. Here I'm going to do write blog, right? I'm going to do checklist edit blog, again, just because I want to see the progress of my blog, and I'm going to show you how that works. Then I'm going to do design. Here I want to design maybe a header graphic, a social media graphic, a Pinterest graphic, an infographic, a quote graphic. So I have different designs here. Then I'm going to publish. So here I'm going to publish blog. And then I'm going to go ahead and promote it. So here I'm going to go ahead and promote it on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, so on and so forth. So again, I just have that template set up for me so that I know what workflow I'm going to be doing when it comes to editorial calendar. So the first thing I'm going to do when I have a new blog is I'm going to copy it. And when I title it, I'm going to write my new blog name. So every idea that I have for new blogs are going to be titled here. Now, let's say I want to write a blog on content marketing. Here we go. I'm going to sign out this blog for myself. I'm going to write it by the 15th of this month. And here's how I kind of work myself through it, right? Let's say I write the blog. I'm going to go ahead and check this off. I'm also going to attach the blog here. It just makes my life easier. I can use my Google Drive. And there's the blog. This way, when I need the blog, I can go ahead and just open it up on Google. Then I'm going to put it over to edit, and I'm going to assign myself a different due date. Once I edit the blog, I can go ahead and put it over to design. And again, when I'm designing, I'm going to start attaching stuff from my computer. So maybe there's a header graphic or the social media graphic. So I'm going to start assigning and attaching all of the files I need for this blog. There it is. So let's say I'm done with everything, guys. Now it's going to go into publish, and here I'm going to put a publish date. So I'm going to say I want it published by the 25th. And the reason why I want to add myself different due dates is because it's actually going to send you an email letting you know when things are coming due so that you're able to check on the different boards and the different projects that you're managing and that you're attached to. So once I publish my blog, I'm going to start promoting it. And again, this is where that checklist is really helpful, because maybe I promote it on Facebook, I schedule some Twitter posts, but I haven't yet done my 3 promotions on Pinterest yet. So until I do that, I'm not going to check this off. Let's say I do it, it's done. I'm going to put it in my done column. And so here is how I start just building myself and, building my blog and seeing everything that's going on with my blog. Then I can go into my Trello, and I'm going to be able to see all of my different teams and how they all work together to create the successful business. Thank you, guys.